What's up guys, Kito Chee here, and this video I thought I'd bring to you something different. This is a review on Adam Wilber's Pyro wallets, alright? And this is going to be my personal opinion, my honest review on this, not sponsored or anything. I just figured this, if you're going to pick up this product, I think it's good if you recognize some of these pros and cons that I've come across with the Pyro wallets. Now, before you come at me saying, hey, you're exposing the product or whatever, illusionists themselves show you how it works when you look at the trailer. So, you know, there's nothing to reveal other than just the actual trailer itself. So, because you're going to be buying the product anyway, so you might as well know how it works. So, basically, Pyro wallet is a sort of step up in terms of the classic fire wallets. If you know magicians, you know, or we've had a utility device, which is the fire wallet, when you open your wallet up, fire comes out from the wallet, close it back up, and then the fire's gone. And it was just a nice little gag that you could use to get someone's attention, and then, you know, you could go into showing them a magic trick, but then you could also do other things. You could like use it as a funny way to light someone's cigarette, or I'm sure you could like just light business cards as well. But this is where Adam Wilber takes that concept and makes it a bit more useful, because with this Pyro wallet, it allows you to take your business cards, and as you're pulling it out from the wallet, it allows you to ignite it into flames. It really grabs people's attention, and then you can blow it out, and the business card is unharmed. So I'll do a quick demo here for you. I'll turn the thing on. And just like that, card is unharmed. It is a little warm, so if you hand it to them, they'll freak out because it's still warm and everything. And it's a hot way to hand out your business card, pun intended. So if you want to borrow that line when you do this trick, go ahead, go right ahead. So the great thing is the device is awesome. You know, you can carry this around you when you're just you're out in public, you're doing walk around, and even if you're just doing close-up magic, if you're coming towards the end of your show, what I like to do is, because since I will usually sign cards, hand out business cards at the end of my show, I will advertise myself. If you would like a business card for me after the show, you can come and grab one. It's just a great excuse to use this to advertise yourself, basically. You can literally even just, and I've done this a few times, where I just walk up to random people, or if I come across someone who I want to just impress really quickly, I don't have time to show them a magic trick, or if they're in a rush, I'll just say, hey, I don't mean to bother you, but I just want to give you my business card. Put it up in flames, hand it to them, they freak out for a moment, and then you let them go on their merry way. So it's just a fun and I guess cute way to just advertise yourself, especially if you're trying to impress a girl that you kind of are attracted to, I guess. So I've done that, and you know, it works, you know, especially if they're not really, maybe they missed your performance, they didn't really see you do magic. Especially if I've had people who've hired me and they never even got to see a trick from me. After the show and we cover the payment, whatever, I'll give them my card. Thanks for having me. Light the card, blow it out, freak out, and they know that I was a professional doing my job, right? So that just leaves them a lasting impression that I ignited my business card on fire for a moment, blew it out, and it was fine, you know? So this is probably the best utility device to have on you if you're a working magician, to sell yourself, your YouTube, your magic. Even if you're a business person, you can definitely have this, and you might get better deals out of your business, whatever you're doing. So that's the great thing, you know, you can really use this as a really killer way to sell yourself and your magic, whatever you're trying to advertise here, okay? Alternatively, as Adam Wilber explains in the tutorial that you receive when you purchase this. You can do this with playing cards. If you have a bunch of cards prepped in the wallet, you can just maybe force a card, and then it just so happens that, oh, like in your wallet you have the force card treated, pull it out, it's on fire, blow it out, and then just be like, there's your card right there, right? Something simple, but that's another alternative that you can do with this. You can even do this with money too, and you can just, you know, treat it, light it on fire anytime you want to pay something at a cash register or whatever. The only problem is in Canada our bills are plastic, so even when you treat the bills, it won't last very long. You'll have a very short time before you can even ignite it and such. So overall, great product. Here's some of the cons that I've dealt with so far after using this for about 2 to 3 months. The first thing is it's bulky. Alright, it does take up quite a lot of space in your pockets, so if anything, what I did is I went ahead and I got a magazine pouch. This is for literally rifle magazines. Normally it's for your vest and everything, or your belt. So what I did is this is an M4 magazine pouch, a single one, and it literally actually fits perfectly into the pouch. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll fit this in, okay, just like so. I'll maybe tuck the flap in just so I can pull it out easier, and then I'll clip the flaps onto my belt, onto the side, so whenever I'm doing walk around or if I'm in public and I want to have it on me to show off, I can just grab the wallet from my side, open it up, and then ignite a card, and I can put it back easily. So this just gives me an extra pocket to carry without having to take up extra pocket space elsewhere. That's one solution that I've come up with to deal with the bulkiness of this. Another thing you do have to keep in mind is that this is not a replacement for your normal wallets, because this is only designed to be a business card wallet. So you will have your fire business cards on the right side, and then you'll have your non-treated business cards on the left here. Okay, so what will happen is, like, if I'm at a group, after I perform the trick, I will ignite one business card for the person that I was performing for. They'll freak out. Everyone else, if I did a good job and they were amazed, they will want to ask for a business card as well. So in that case, I will grab from the other slot, give them just the normal business cards that aren't treated. Of course, sometimes you might come across people who want a fire one, so, you know, if you're okay with it, you can do another one briefly, give that to them and satisfy them for that. So that is an option. And so the other issue that I've come across is the plastic sleeve that holds the treated business cards. It is not made well, and this is the thing I'm most disappointed about of this product. I'm not trying to bash on Adam Wilber or Illusionist, but I really am disappointed with how poorly they made this. The sleeve itself is just a very thin plastic. If you look very carefully, it's just a very thin plastic sleeve that rips really easily. Now, it is partially because I'm using this much business cards to hold it. You're not really supposed to have this much, but really, when you're doing walk around, you'll sometimes come across 50 to 100 people. You need to have at least this much and more to spare in your bag if you're going to do something like this. So, you know, the fact that it doesn't hold that many kind of disappoints me, and that that ends up tearing up from the stress that you have to put it through. Secondly, the unit itself, the sparker, after a few times it just started moving around. It wasn't like glued very well. I had to actually like use some super glue to glue the unit itself more securely, because it started moving to a point where I couldn't even press the button anymore. It was so far in that I had to like push it back out and then glue the inside to get it to be still again. And it got even worse because on the side here it started tearing, and like because you have all of the chemicals or the lighter fluid basically, it started tearing, and this would cause the business cards that were treated to evaporate really quickly, which was a concern. So I just had to use a mix of electrical tape and a hot glue gun just to seal it off so it would work. Even worse, the on and off switch started, this was only after a few days of using this one, was that the switch itself started to move, and because it wouldn't hold still, I had to actually press this down to keep it in place just to switch it on and off. I'm not gonna lie guys, Illusionist just did not do a good job of putting this together. It was just like they really did not put much quality and durability into this. So I mean, I had to go the extra mile of doing all this just to make it durable enough. And this is my second Pyro wallet, to make matters worse. And so because the first one just stopped sparking for whatever reason only after a few days, okay? And even worse because it almost started happening again to this one as well, which was even worse. And one thing to note too, when Adam Wilber tells you how to charge the unit, you actually, and I came across this problem because Adam Wilber did not explain this in the tutorial. When I would charge it initially, I would plug it in and I would put the switch off. I would leave it for maybe an hour or so, but when I tried to turn it back on, it would not spark still at all, and I didn't understand it until I just decided to leave the switch on. I plugged it in for only about 15 minutes. When I unplugged it, tried it again, it sparked again. So the thing is, apparently you, at least in my case, you have to leave the unit on in order to charge it. I tried contacting Adam Wilber or Illusionist about this, whether or not you were supposed to leave it on. They never got back to me about it, which I don't know what the issue was, but fact is it just feels like they really rushed this product and trying to get it out to you without really going through all the details about it. Plus the quality control of this, or the durability of this, is just, it's just really bad, guys, you know. So I mean, if you're willing to go through all this trouble of having to do your own maintenance and repairs to make this work, if you're fine with that, still a great product, but honestly I'm still really disappointed that I had to go through all this trouble, and 2 Pyro wallets, or more or less an extra one, just to make this work. Overall guys, you know, I'm not trying to discourage you from buying this product. I just do want to give you the warnings about my experience with using the Pyro wallets. Again, I'm not trying to bash on Adam Wilber or Illusionist. I just want to make a point that from what I've experienced through using this, the durability and quality of the wallet itself was poorly done. And a great idea and concept in general. I'm really happy about it, that I can use it to boost myself and my business, but the fact that I had to go through all this maintenance and troubleshooting was really frustrating and quite disappointing as well. Still love the product, still recommend it, but be careful and be warned with what you might have to deal with. So that's it guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you have any questions, you can also leave down in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have more recommendations of, if you'd like me to do some more reviews like this, maybe for magic or whatnot, you can let me know down in the comments as well. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys in the future videos. Peace out.